What's going on, guys? We are back once again. So if you guys have been following me for a while, you guys should already know I'm a big Power Rangers fan. I'm going to go ahead and say this now. I have not seen every season. I stopped at Dino Thunder. I have watched a few of the other things that's come out recent, but I just never really got into the other Rangers series. I may have to give it a try at some point. That is on my list, but I want to go ahead and talk about something with you guys that I consider to be very important. And what I want to talk about is Power Rangers Unworthy, the Psycho Menace. Now, I thought that this was amazing, and I'm going to tell you guys the reason why. I thought that this was crazy. So thank you to Unworthy Productions for making this. This is a fan-made series. This is like a side story to Power Rangers Unworthy. I was very shocked by the way that they did this, and the reason why is, again, the Psycho Rangers are a very huge, huge, big threat within the Power Rangers mythos. And I love them. I love the Psycho Rangers. I remember seeing them for the first time when I was little, watching Power Rangers in space and seeing, the whole "we're the Psycho Rangers." That was I think, probably the best villain intro to the Psycho Rangers ever. And I still watch that clip every now and then, and I was so entranced by them. I wanted to know more about them. I love the look. I love how crazy they were, the powers, everything. And the way that they did this was seeing how an alternate version of the world where there was another villain by the name of the Psycho Empress, who was a purple one, and we also got to see Psycho Gold too, which was pretty cool. And they make this massive attack on Earth. We see where the Mighty Morphin Rangers are pretty much eradicated at this point with this massive army, and we see Jason fighting, we see Andros and Zane, and even Ninja are fighting. Everybody pretty much loses, and the Psycho Empress takes over, right? And Andros goes into hiding, and then we see the military fraction of humanity wanting to fight against the Psychos, and we see where I guess the military is trying to come up with a new brand of Power Rangers, and the Psychos attack them. Now we do get to see Psycho Green, Psycho Red, and two new ones from what I'm assuming, Gold and Purple. Now, I will say this: there was a lot of Star Wars heavy inspirational behind this, which again is good and kind of bad in my opinion, because you don't want to make it seem like it's something else when it's not. But it didn't bug me too much, but I still think there was just a little too much Star Wars in there for my liking. I love Star Wars, don't get me wrong, I love Star Wars, but this is Power Rangers. I want to feel like this is actually Power Rangers rather than Star Wars. The action scenes in here was really good. I didn't really care too much for the so-called new Ranger team. I wasn't interested in that at all. The Psycho Empress is trying to gather more energy for Dark Spectre to, I guess, make more Psycho Rangers in other universes, which is pretty interesting. And we see the Astro Megazord show up with Andros, taking out the green Psycho Ranger, and then him coming in pretty much doing a Luke Skywalker from Mandalorian 2, which was pretty cool, I will say that. Using his abilities, there's a lot of flashbacks from Power Rangers in Space with him and Corone. We are going to get in spoiler territory if you guys don't want to be spoiled. I had a thought on this when someone said, "I recognize your voice." Again, it was Corone who became the Psycho Empress for, I'm assuming, whatever Dark Spectre did to her. I guess it was not the same that happened. I don't know. It was kind of weird that I guess whatever Dark Spectre did, I would like to know what he did to her, because it seemed that even after the whole medical deal, where she had more mechanics in her when she got on the ship, and that's when Ecliptor took her, because of course what they did to him, we don't know really what happened. That's what kind of made me go, like what exactly are they doing here? And it never really answered. So I was really hoping they would answer on that, but they didn't. But Andros comes in and he fights Psycho Red, Psycho Gold, and Psycho Gold was a badass, man. He kind of reminded me almost like a Joker in a way, just by the way he was fighting, almost like Darth Maul meets Joker, just by the way he was fighting. So I really did enjoy that. See, seeing how Andros goes and fights, just obliterates this army, and fighting with them with his other morpher, where I can't remember the name. I know there was one with the punch, and then there was something else, and then also Red Battleized Ranger, which was the third one. So I guess it really increased his power, but also he increased his I want to say his telekinesis, to where he could really, because again, they did put that more heavily in this, which was, I was kind of shocked that they did, because I was like, wait a minute, Andros can't do that, and then I had to go back to, again, with him being on another planet, him being able to move things like he did in the show, he does have that ability. So I'm like, okay, I can get behind that. And then him fighting against Psycho Empress, which again later revealed was Corone, and we got to see the fight between him and her, and then we got to see the sword that I can't remember the name of the sword. It killed Kendricks in Lost Galaxy, the one that Psycho Pink took. So she somehow got that sword, fought Andros with it, and it almost felt the same as that scene when Andros was fighting her on the ship in the end of the season of Lost in Space, or In Space. So that was cool. I was not expecting, I believe it was the Arbiter is the name of the character, that is able to go through different worlds and fight the Rangers. I want to say, I could be getting that wrong, but I want to say it's the Arbiter. And he just comes in, pretty much eradicates everybody from the human side, and then eradicates, almost kills Psycho Empress and almost Andros. But I guess with the Time Force Silver Ranger, he's able to make that call around all Universal Rangers, and Andros is able to save her and get her out of there. He's like, I don't think so. And he's able to get out of there. So I want to say, is this the best thing ever? I do have a couple issues with this. I wish that it was longer, first off. I think that the designs were amazing. I want to say I'm happy that we got our Andros back. Chris to come back as Andros. I was so happy to have him return, because I did not think he was going to ever return. But again, he loves the franchise, so I'm very happy that Christopher Lee was able to return. I'm very happy about that. The other thing is, I wish we would have gotten Melody Perkins. I wish we would have heard Melody Perkins as Psycho Empress, because not only can she pull off being evil, she's able to be very seductive. She's able to be very charismatic. She's just so good at playing those characters, man. I mean, she did such an amazing job as Corone and Astronema, and I don't know, maybe she wasn't available, maybe they couldn't get her, but I would prefer it if it was Melody Perkins. That's just me personally. The actress that they got to play Psycho Empress, I think she did a good job. I think everyone did a good job. Like I said, I didn't really care about the so-called new human military. I felt like that most of these guys, they pretty much was just very stiff, in my opinion. But again, this is a fan film, so I can't really give it too much of a bad thing. I would watch this time and time again, because it's more adult. They had cussing in here, which again, this is what a lot of Power Ranger fans want. For a lot of us that started out as Power Ranger fans in the 90s, with the originals, and has grown up to watch and read and collect within this franchise, we want an older, crazier, downright, vulgar Power Ranger story, and that's what we're getting with Unworthy Productions. And I'm very happy these guys are able to do this, because it takes a lot out of you, man. It really does. Not only to create, but to cast, but to get the money to pay these people, to be able to just do this. And I'm happy that we were able to enjoy this. So to Unworthy Productions, thank you once again for making this, and thank you for take it upon yourselves to make this franchise. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for giving us something very unique to the fandom. I like the design of Psycho Empress. I think she looks amazing. I think the design of Psycho Gold was absolutely amazing. I love it. I do. I mean, again, there's a few things I'm not personally a big fan of, but I can get over it. Again, this was their film. This was what they wanted to do, and I respect that. I think that there are certain things that the Power Ranger fandom will like, and there are certain things I don't think they will not like. I just wish that there was more Rangers in here. I wish that there was more other things in here. I just wish there was. That's just me personally. But what do you guys think about it? Let me know down in the comments down below. If you guys watched Psycho Menace yet, it is worth a watch. I will say that. Definitely give it a try if you haven't, and let me know what you guys think. Who knows, man? I would love to be in something like this. I would love to be in something like this because of how much of a Power Ranger fan I am. I don't know if it would happen, but who knows? But let me know what you guys think, and hopefully you guys enjoyed something a little different. And I'll see you as always on the next one.